Welcome to TradersArmy.com, defending your right to build wealth and preserve capital for generations to come. It's Friday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday morning edition of the Daily Market Commentary. I am your host, Chuck Fulkerson. Hope everybody had a great trading day yesterday as we are wrapping up the month of August. We're heading into the September time of the year. Football's here. I drafted my fantasy team last night. Things are not looking good for me already. That's never a good sign. So for those of you new to the channel, we're going to do what we do each and every day, taking a look at 10 to 12 futures markets, identifying potential breakout trades and turning points from an educational perspective. So let's dive right in. So, yesterday on the video, I had talked about how my feeling was that towards the end of the week, we were going to get a little bit of a profit-taking pullback. Lo and behold, yesterday afternoon, we got a pretty strong sell-off in the last hour of the market. And so that news-driven, I guess, sell-off, I get a lot of people would call it, does set up for a potential breakdown short today. If you're interested in a breakdown short, you've got a little opportunity right here. I'm not. I got to tell you, don't tug on Superman's cape, don't spit in the wind, don't short an all-time high. And I still feel like I'm too close to that all-time high for me to short. By the way, doesn't mean you can't. I think that there's a very valid opportunity to short right here. Down into about this region right there. So, we could get a 9 or 10 point move down into what could be a buying area. So this was the buying area that I established yesterday. I'm still going to leave that area open. What I am going to do, though, is put a little alert right here, just because it's not a phenomenal level. And I'm going to put an alert right there because I think that alerts are, oops, I pushed at or above. I got things going off all over me because I put the alert in the wrong place, at or below that level. All right, so now I like to use alerts because an alert tells me, okay, we're getting close, and then it gives me a chance to go in and look at how we're arriving to that area. So I'm going to leave this one in play. Now, by the way, if you want to go short below this area here, feel free. More power to you. I think there's a good opportunity to short. It's one of my rules is not to short right that close to an all-time high. In the Nasdaq, we had a breakout area above here. So some of you nabbed this breakout, made a little profit. Some of you took the one that we had earlier in the week and made a little profit. And now we've got this area down here for a potential reversal. Now, that area that we selected for that potential reversal was really found on the 15-minute chart, so this should be in purple. So we could get a little bit of a level right off of here, so keep this area in play. Crude oil. So crude oil, I anticipated yesterday that we'd have actually a breakout long, and price rallied up into here, gave us a little bit of a breakout, rallied up into here because I had my breakout above this area. Gave us a little bit of a breakout, came back down. Now, I will tell you, I managed my stops really, really tightly on this one. For those of you that were in the live trading room, because of the fact that we had broken out above it and we had a little bit of basing right here and we broke out, came down and had another little pivot right here. So this was a really, really tightly managed position because I wasn't completely in love with the trade, right? I actually took the trade during the live trade room because I thought, we got a breakout. Let's go ahead and go with it. And by the time we were done with the trading room, I had been stopped out of the position, which, by the way, I'm perfectly okay with. And if you go back and look, we've really done nothing since then. I'm going to take those really small stop losses whenever they become available, because I'd rather take a small loss. And why would I rather take small losses? Well, because take a look at what happened in gold. So in gold, as we had a screaming downward move yesterday. It screamed down right into the area that we identified yesterday in our potential reversal point. And we've got a strong 9-point rally in the gold markets off of this area. Now, I think this one, if you've already taken this one, you can continue to move your stop up underneath each one of these pivots to lock in some profits. Your eventual profit target's probably up here at like 12.17. So that's really what we want to do, right? If I take a super small loss in gold, or excuse me, in oil, followed by a really nice runner in gold, that's the way to handle it, right? Small loss, bigger wins, and allow those bigger wins to continue to propel your account. All right. Next, I guess I should look for a new trade in gold. Sorry about that. So if you're looking at gold, what are we looking at for today? So what I'm looking at for today, well, obviously we can't use this level any longer. So what am I looking at for today? Well, we could get another reversal back up at this region right here. This area right here does lead to a decent reversal point. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to that area this morning. We may get to it fairly early today, but the thing about it is that it's not its own original reversal point, right? There's no authenticness to this nature, to the nature of this reversal, because we hit it once and moved down. This is a retest of this area to the left. So I can't just use this as my next reversal point, because this is not the origin of order flow. The origin of order flow was way back here. So I'd have to go a bit higher than that. And then that puts me way up here. I've got a lot of retests off the same level. I'd want to look for a breakout long above some of those areas, but we're not there yet for me to make that decision. As far as getting long below where we are, if you miss that little reversal off the 15-minute chart, you may get another bite at the apple right in there. So take a look at this little area here to give you another shot at it. All right. Let's take a look next at our bonds and currency markets. So first we have the bond market. Now I will tell you, this bond trade we had set up, and I've been waiting on this for, I don't know, 2 weeks. And Price did one of those things where they said, okay, here I come, let's do this. And I wasn't sure how much I was going to like the arrival, so I set an alert to tell me to get in when Price got to this level. And lo and behold, we got to this level, but not quite deep enough in for me to be interested. So I'm still holding off. There's no reason for me to force the trade. The level still remains. It still stands. For those of you that participated in the live trading room Sunday night, we talked about this breakdown and really did well from that area. Next, the Aussie trade. So in the Aussie, we originally had rallied off of this area here. This area still has some validity to it. It's a pretty wide area, and that's really just a pivot that we found off of the daily chart. Now, this area here is a retest of all this to the left, right? So I don't anticipate this working again. It worked once, but it may not work that second time. So what I'm going to do now is go down to that smaller time period, and I'd have to look back to see, is there going to be a better opportunity? So in order to do this, I'm going to need to go further back in time. Let's see if I can go back that far on a 1-hour chart. No, and I can't go far enough back on a 1-hour chart on this platform in order to find an opportunity. The furthest back I can go is a year on a 1-hour chart. So this is one of the limitations of my charting platform, that I can't dive down into an hourly chart, over a year ago. But there could be, if you've got that charting platform that has the capability to do that, like TradeStation, you can go back and look and see there may be another little reversal for an opportunity in here for a short. I'm actually going to go back to the hourly chart and remove these lines altogether, because I'm not sure that we're going to get another bounce off of it like we did here. I actually like the short from this point forward, and I specifically like this area right here. This, to me, lends itself to a really nice reversal trade. It was an old area. There was a lot of consolidation here. Fair price value area, fair price value area. This is, to me, is a really nice potential reversal in the Aussie. Euro. So in our Euro trade, we bounced off of this area here earlier, late last week, rallied for most of the week, and now we've kind of started to stem the tide a little bit. Slow down the rally. So now you'd probably want to look into, if you want to get long again, you may have another shot at it right about here. My only issue with this is that this could be a reversal off of this. So your probabilities get a bit lower because this was the origin of a little rally. Price retested, boom, popped up again. So it's not a super quality area. So just keep that in mind as you're looking at that as that for a potential trade. Let's see. In the Canadian dollar, we had the breakout. Price gave us a nice little move on that one. I talked yesterday about if you've not already moved your stop, that now it's time to, and then we sold off strong. So now you may want to look at taking this breakdown below this area here later today. So let's see if we get a little breakdown below that little area there. That could be a good opportunity for one who's so inclined. All right, Japanese yen trades. Let's talk about this one. So price in the yen came up to our level and then smacked us in the face and said, "No soup for you," and broke right through the level. That's a Seinfeld reference, if those of you do not know our "no soup for you" reference. No soup for you. Bang. Smack me in the face, and I'm done. That level did not work out, and there's really nothing more to say about that. It just changed. We just changed our trend direction, and this is the origin of a very strong drop in price. I anticipated a little reversal there, and it just didn't come. And sometimes those are just going to happen. So, I try to be real on these videos and show you that you've got both winners and losers. But the key is, if you notice on the losing side, both of the small losers are adding them together are still smaller than the one big winner in the gold trade. And that's really, the key point. Nat gas, we have a level that I identified way up here. We're nowhere near that area. Great British pound, still have this area down here to kind of hold off on. We got that huge run in the pound that acts as clean air. So there is the potential for a breakdown below this 12,995 area. And if we break below there, then there's lots of room for it to fall. So just keep that on your radar screen today for what's going forward. So that's heading into the week. I will tell you, I don't think I'm holding anything over the weekend. I've said this a number of times. I don't really like holding a whole lot over the weekend in a lot of our current economic climate and current political climate. I like to get out before the weekend, so keep that in mind as you're looking at your trades as well. So those of you that are interested, I'll probably not have a weekend edition until, I'll probably have a weekend edition, but it may not come out until Monday. We are in a U.S. holiday this week, so for those of you that are part of the live trading room, join us Monday evening, not Sunday. We're going to do it Monday evening because of the Labor Day holiday. And those of you that are not part of the live trading room, join us on Monday evening, where we talk about some individual stock trades that we can then turn into options. And things have been going very well on that one. Here's an example of one that we've taken. Here was we did really nice on the Visa trade over the course of the last couple of weeks. Identified that one, and so some people have gotten some really nice run out of the Visa trade. Another one is ADP that we found a while back that's still kind of continuing its move higher. And so, in a bullish environment, we look for bullish opportunities, and that's kind of what we're seeing. So, all right, everybody, I hope you have an absolutely amazing weekend. And if you're interested, go to tradersarmy.com to learn more about the live trading room, and I will see you soon.